Okay, here we are at 2025 at Gazi's Stephen Village, John Howard Society of the Okanagan and Kootenays. Let's not forget about the Kootenays, because the Teachers Association is involved in that too, or teachers are anyway. I got the IP addresses and emails. Anyway, here's the building, okay? So, Devon Schmidt lives up there in one of the rooms on this side of the building, and then Brian Demascus. Now, this is why I'm getting really worked up here, okay? Not only does he walk around preaching the name of God and Jesus like he's some flippin' lunatic. I'm talking about Ryan Demascus. He literally stole from a Dene person who is an invalid in a wheelchair. He also had an Eskimo sent to jail as this Eskimo, that's his code name or nickname, was graciously letting me warm up on a cold day. When Ryan went there and had a small, the Eskimo had a small fire in a steel bowl it was contained, nobody would have cared. He was warming my hands. It was awesome. He had his shoes off. When Ryan decided to go and start preaching the name of Jesus and God and the Bible and all this fucking shit, and then throw pallets on the goddamn fire. Not one, not two, like 4 pallets. Now, what do you think happens in the city of Kelowna when you have a fucking 4-pallet fire burning in the middle of a business section? Well, the cops come, the RCMP come, and the Eskimo had to spend 2 days in jail because of that. Ryan, of course, just buggered off. Now, Ryan also, I think, and some of the people out of here, run around and steal shit from fucking homeless people when they sleep. There's some bad motherfucking shit going on here. And I'm sorry about the bad words, but you're stealing from people in wheelchairs. You're stealing my music, my lyrics, my rhymes, my work, my ideas like Can Do. The Can Do Center up there in West Bank. Or, Kelowna Friendship Center. I don't know what's going on there with the sexual assaults, okay? I know there's enough of them reported that something's a little bit weird, but I think you guys do great work. You got my taxes done there. I don't have any. I'm not going to say anything I don't know, but I can tell you what I hear. But I can tell you what I do know, and what I do know is there's a lot of stolen stuff in this building from people on the streets. And I know this is the building where I made the phone call from to Volkswagen, and I talked to the sales manager, Fortunate, and I said, "Listen, you guys, you got to deal with this bank. It's been on freeze for a long time. I've tried to go to TD to get it unlocked. I bought a 2020 Arteon from you, and I need this thing dealt with because I just found the paperwork and I paid for premium insurance, $3,000, paid for it all up front. So this account shouldn't be froze. Plus I reported it's stolen. I overpaid. I've never got a replacement car. And I continued to pay for it. Now ICBC shorted me on the money, so I was a little upside down that. But I paid for everything. This thing was so insured. And I should have had a replacement car. And as soon as I made that phone call, I got off with. He said, "Okay, cool. I'll get my sales manager, finance manager to call you within 5 minutes." Now, what's his name? I forget. Savan or what? I can't remember. The guy who's got my clothes up there. I'm wearing his pants and his shoes are in my backpack. And I'm wearing his shirt. He wasn't in the room at that time either. But within minutes, I get a text message from TD Bank saying my balance has reached insufficient funds. And this is a phone number that I've had for less than a week. TD's never had this bank, or phone number. And Volkswagen never had this number. And then when I go to Toronto Dominion yesterday, I don't have a TD account. This is bad news, people. Come on, Canada. We're bringing out the truth. Because I ain't going to jail for sexual assault, mischief, anything. And I want some people absolved from their crimes. And now I want to talk about class action lawsuits. And I'm not joking when I say, don't vote for me, don't vote for me. I don't want to be the Prime Minister of Canada, but if I got to run, I'll vote because it will be transparent and we will end homelessness quickly and transparently. Because we are all here in the name of the Lord to be living in a state of joy and abundance. And we are the richest country in the world, Canada. Learn that, realize that. There will be mandatory voting if I win. And you can spoil a ballot. Usually, I'm 45 years old. And if you knew the level of corruption that I know, like when Michael J. calls Pierre Schumann to say, "Hey, we got approval for the airport expansion," from the Prime Minister's office. Then, oh no, I'm just making a video about stuff, but I'll talk in a second. From the Prime Minister's office. There's some things that we need to be concerned about, Canada. Okay, for the elderly, for everybody. Now, this building has the same building structure as Salmon Arm. Okay, now the guards that work in Salmon Arm in a new center there right across from the Salvation Army. They have no idea. They don't even know what they're talking about in this drug addiction, homelessness thing. Like, they've got no idea. But they kick a lot of people out. There's empty beds. They get the contracts to build it. They're working the gates. It is absolutely incorrect judgment. This is our Canada. God bless you.